Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I'm happy today. I'm happy because I want to speak about three things, of course. Update about Mercato, we have to speak about Milik, 99.99%, the new Juventus player. Not that much as yesterday, because yesterday we talked already a lot about Milik. We'll speak about Milik, we'll speak about Paredes, 98% a Juve player. Then we have to speak about Miretti. Why about Miretti? Because Miretti, you saw it on the thumbnail, is gaining some position. Not only Miretti, but also Rovella. Attenzione, the youth is finally starting to play at Juventus. From the first minute, both together, let's see. But then in the last part, or the third part of the video, I want to speak about the draws that will be held tomorrow of Champions League. We already know two more teams. We were waiting for the last team. I think they are playing in extra times. It's Bode Glimt versus Dinamo Zagreb. So let's see how that will finish to have the last contender of Champions League and to understand a bit who will be the possible contenders of Juve, and then we will go through them, who you want, who not. We will also do a kind of simulators to see if that will happen or not. And if you would be happy, yes, no, we will speak about all these kind of things. But first of all, let me say hello to the chat, because there are already some friends that are there. Marco Meola, that is saying first, let's go. I never be first. It's an honor for me, Beppe. No, it's an honor for me, Marco, because you are part of the notification gang. What does that mean? That when you have the notification on, they arrive on your phone or whatever you are using, Mac, computer, whatever, that Beppe will be online in 30 minutes. And then you are seeing the notification, you are writing. So it's an honor for me that you are part of that notification gang. Axel Van Damme is there. We have Abdel Rahman Mari. Cyril that is asking for the link. Well, serieafantasy.com, and then in a second I will share you also the code to enter the league. Ciao Stavros, Jacob Farrugia. TS is asking for a maximum of like immediately. Today we start with a maximum of like. We try to reach immediately 100 likes. That would be beautiful, even if people are a bit lazy today. I know you were expecting Mbappe and Neymar. At the end we have Milik. I know that the enthusiasm is not the same, especially after the 0-0 versus Sampdoria, but anyway, they will come. They will come. Ciao Adrian, that is still keeping faith in Juventus with that beautiful message. Forza Juve. But also Styler Z. Ciao Beppe, Milik is here. Not yet, and don't exaggerate. We have Vice Dudu. Now they should bring Paredes, and I'm telling you, when all the injuries are back, Juve will be different. I hope so, because otherwise we have a problem. Miretti is forte, Adrian, but he's really forte. I think that we all agree on that. Ciao Mikey Mazzarese is saying ciao Beppe and all the Juventini in the chat. I hope the signing of Milik, even though it might not be done yet, sure work out. I've seen some positive qualities for him, so hopefully he can be productive. This live will be in replay, so hello to Bogdan. I received a really funny message through email. Thank you, Bogdan. From Romania, ciao Dan Barile, ciao Roberto Camranella. We have Nick Thompson that is saying, ciao Beppe, Miretti has gained my respect and even is now one of my favorite players already. I think the third jersey of his will be my next purchase. Ciao Thomas Macluf in the beginning of the chat. That's a long time ago that we don't see Thomas already at the starting blocks of the live. Ciao my friend. And then we have that calcio. Attenzione. Milik, grande colpo. Milik, great coup, great deal. I don't know if our friend here, Moiskin, is agreeing with that. Probably him, yes. Probably Moiskin, yes. Because we all know that if Depay would have joined, the spaces for Moiskin would have been smaller and smaller. Because we know that Depay is also taking care of that kind of position of the field where is he playing. So maybe that Moischini just appeared to saw the message of that calcio boy to say, actually, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Hey, attenzione, because I'm messing up here with the stream deck, but here he is again. He's watching, he's saying, maybe. So let me know how much you rate the new emotes. I believe we have 3 news. Who can identify them? I believe 2 or 3 new. Two new. we have Moiskin that with the, how do you call it, the greedy or the whatever you call it. We have Moiskin, and also I added, because you were asking for it, a new player that is Bremer. Indeed, Marvin is also showing the ones of Cuadrado that has been added by Aman. We have Aman, we have Cuadrado, we have Angel Di Maria, we have Paul Pogba, the heart that is a bit earlier. It's true that we already have them on the channel for a few weeks now, the hearts, but Bremer, and the greedy Moiskin is there as well. And every time that you will write some controversial message, some really strange message, you know it, and probably I will link it later with a sound. You know that Moiskin, he will come and he will read your message, and he will probably mock you as well. This is the meaning of our new PNG of Moiskin with a new shirt, guys. I have you saw the beautiful new PNGs also on the copertina, on the thumbnail. You have them already. What else do we have? Guys, it was time finally that I was able to put all the new players of Juventus in their new shirt. So we have Szczesny, we have all the players now with the new shirts, like Vlahovic, Miretti there as a starter already. So we all have them as new Juve players with the new shirt. You can't see them completely, but all the players that we have in our team, they have faces now. Faces and new shirts. Is that not the beautiful work that I did for you this afternoon? I think that deserve a beautiful applause. Ciao Locatelli, that is there as well in the chat. Ciao Boiti, ciao grande Boiti, ciao SA, ciao Juventini of the world. Boiti is saying we get Ronaldo and give him low salary because he wants to play Champions League. If Manchester United wants to keep him, we will still keep negotiating. Ronaldo would love to play for Juve. He said football is passion, not money. Yeah, of course, if you are earning 30 million salary per year since so many years, you don't need 1 million more, 1 million less. It's not a big deal anymore, because I believe that Cristiano Ronaldo is already settled for his life, for the lives of his kids, and probably also for the 5, 6, 7 next generation. Good for him. Rami Bules, then coming back to Juve, I don't believe that's a really great plan. Ciao Rami Bules, that is there as well. Grande Rami Bules, that will probably attend a watch party there in Tampa. I'm really curious to see how that will go, the first watch party in Tampa, in Florida. If I'm totally wrong and if I'm just inventing things, Rami, tell me, but I believe that I have a good memory following all the people, also their live and what they are doing football related. I don't know how many kids you have and so on. But anyway, ciao Andoni Trimboli. Look, it's already a few minutes that we are speaking without saying interesting things. So what do we start with? Ciao Rad, grande Rad. Ciao Mikey. Cheer me up, Beppe. Well, that's a good message. Do we start with cheer me up, Beppe? Okay, so I thought a lot about Arkadiusz Milik. First of all, I have to say that I was trying to find the positives. What do I love in Arkadiusz Milik? The first thing is I love to say Arkadiusz. I love it. I don't know why. Arkadiusz. Say it. You are at home? Say it. Arkadiusz. Arkadiusz is beautiful. It's a really beautiful name. Luckily, I already have a son. His name is Felice. But probably if one day I would have another son, I would call him Arkadiusz. Arkadiusz Bognani. No, Arkadiusz is a beautiful name. Maric is saying I love the name Memphis. Memphis is cool, huh? Arkadiusz is Arkadiusz. My name is Arkadiusz. Can you imagine? Mamma mia, Arkadiusz. People are already afraid before even meeting you. My name is Arkadiusz. Armageddon Milik. No. That's the first thing. I like Arkadiusz. For people that do not know, Arkadiusz finished like Szczesny with a S and with a Z. Attenzione, because I know that it will be already a problem writing Arkadiusz. Look at King Chiesa already. He starts with Arkadiusz without the Z. You know that when we are speaking about Poland, you have to put S, you have to put Z. Hey, by the way, 2 Serbian players, 2 Polish players. Attenzione. Hey. I love the name Ezio. Ezio. Alessandro. Arkadiusz Del Piero. Alessandro is better. Yeah, of course. But Arkadiusz. That's already the first thing. Arkadiusz. Then, I will tell you the truth. You want the truth? I was discussing with my son. Hey, this is really positive for me. And now I also have a son that is really interested into football. He's asking me what, how. He's watching the Telegram group. He was on Twitter. Then he said, you know what? I will stop with Twitter because it's already bullshit there. Everyone is talking shit. Yeah. So attenzione, because Twitter is a toxic place if you are not able to dribble and to understand what you have to follow and who you have to follow. Can be a dangerous place where your mood can drop immediately. So attenzione for the social networks. But we were talking and I said, you know what? I don't care about Arkadiusz Milik. I really don't care about Arkadiusz Milik. Guys, I will not try to overthink a player that is a bench player. We talked about it so long yesterday and 2 days ago. I will not try to overthink. He's a bench player, a good bench player that can eventually give some rest to Vlahovic, that in case, and we know that we have to pay attention if in La Continassa, we know that some players sometimes they pick up some injuries. This kind of thing happens unfortunately in our team, and we never know how many per week we have. If you have a player that can substitute him perfectly in terms of position, then if we're speaking about characteristics, about skills, probably we are not there. But Arkadiusz Milik, I don't want to overthink because he's a bench player. What I am worried about is not Arkadiusz Milik. It's the rest of the team. It's our starting 11, because the bench players, they are important with all the injuries we have, of course. But my priority is on the 11th. If we are speaking about Sampdoria Juve, with the 11 players that we had on the field, we have a problem. We are not there yet. We all know that we are probably missing some quality as a left back. We are missing a player that can be there as a regista, because Locatelli, that I always praised in that position, showed some signs of not being 100% at his ease when the opposition team understood how to man-mark him. These are my problems. Then Di Maria will come back, Pogba will come back. They can and might be injured again. This is football, of course. But this is not my problem. A player, and the last rumors are that the entourage or Milik already spoke with Juventus, and they kind of agree. They already spoke with Marseille, and tomorrow they want to start closing the deal. So we can say already that Arkadiusz Milik is a player of Juventus at 99%, because remember always that we had a player that was about to sign for us, and his name was, I don't remember, with a S, what's the name? And then he failed the medicals. Patrick Schick. You remember Patrick Schick? He was doing the medicals and then he failed the medicals. So everything can happen always. You never know. But 99% is a Juve player. If we are going immediately into the Telegram group, what can we see there in our Telegram group? Managed nearly all the time by Mo El Shahali. We see that we have some images of the training. By the way, really great goal of Rovella that we also heard Allegri and the staff calling him Rove. Rove is the nickname of Rovella. Why? Because they are Niccolò Fagioli, Niccolò Rovella, and maybe they're already thinking in the future that we can have another Niccolò Fagioli. So to identify themselves and to split them, they are calling him now Rove. Bravo Rove, with a really amazing goal. So what are they saying about the different things that happened today? So Romeo Agresti on YouTube, he said between tonight, so maybe it can even happen now, and tomorrow morning they will try to get a final agreement for Milik in order to have the striker available against Roma. Update on Milik. This is what I was writing at 9:30 p.m. so a few hours ago, 2 hours ago, which Juventus, which put the Polish striker on pole, is working to reach a definitive agreement with Olympique Marseille and the player, which is why the center forward entourage will remain in Torino tomorrow, the second round with the will to close. So it will not be tonight that we have an answer, but tomorrow. Juventus can close tomorrow the deal for Milik. It's another news, this time by Nicolo Ceccarini. Details left for the agreement between Marseille and Juventus. Loan at €2 million with an option to buy, and this is what is a bit reassuring me. There is an option, it's not an obligation. That it's totally different. The Milik is a real defective joke. No, I'm not the owner of that joke. It's a really nice one, but the owner is Mike Fusco that I reported in the group. But it's not I don't want to take the credits for something that I didn't write. But I saw it and it was really funny, because actually our expectation were Milinkovic-Savic, and you see that boom, you are losing letters, and at the end of the Mercato on the 24th and probably on the 25th. We will announce Milik. It is what it is. So, we were speaking about that. I'm happy that it's an option, because if the players break his legs or whatever, we can send him back to Olympique Marseille. In total, if we buy him, it will be a 10 million deal. This is not expensive for a bench player. Much cheaper than Alvaro Morata. Much cheaper than him. Of course, he can't do what Morata was doing, means the two different positions on the field, on the left and on the right. And this is probably why some people are angry at Juventus. Why not going for Memphis Depay? Because Memphis Depay could do different positions, but if a player is able to do different positions, probably that's also why you are paying that much money. But it's also understandable that from 4.6 million, 5 million, what he has at Barcelona, if he goes to, by the way, hey, look at that, new graphics here, look at that, new PNG saying hello. We already had Di Maria, but this time it's bigger, it's with new face. He's not smiling, he's not smiling. Thank you, Jamie Drummer. But we'll come back on the message of Jamie Drummer. Jamie's telling me, Jamie. First of all, I already tested it this morning. But Jamie, you think that I'm not one step ahead. Here he is. He's already prepared. The draw simulator. And I will not do it. We will do it together. We will not do a fast draw. We will go ball per ball, and we will try to understand which is the group. What a beautiful message from Jamie Drummer. Thank you for the donation, buddy. And wait a bit and we will go for it. So I wanted to conclude the Paredes thoughts. Now I totally forgot what I was saying about Paredes, but it is what it is. Again, I don't care about our friend Milik. To be honest, I really don't care about Milik, because this is not my priority. This is not my problem. It will be a bench player, a cheap bench player. I would have loved Depay if he's asking for 10 million, like Manchester United will probably offer him. That's another story, and then we have the last updates that are now, and we are going towards Paredes so that we finish that topic of Mercato. Blah 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 blah. Juventus are very close to getting Paredes. They are negotiating with Paris Saint-Germain for a loan with an option to buy. Di Marzio is reporting that. Let me see a bit what the people are saying in the comment section, because you know that we can comment. Attenzione, Allegri with Bogdan. Damned, maybe I was wrong. Grazie Allegri. If this means Zakaria out, then I'm gonna be pissed. I just hope it's worth the sacrifices. I am. So Enzo is changing from grazie a lei. Okay, no, he's continuing. Michele was pissed off. I am pissed off of this. Marvin also pissed off. Loan him and keep Zakaria. Well, Zakaria apparently didn't convince 100% Allegri. Didn't convince him 100%, and on top of not convincing at 100%, apparently it's the only one that has some Mercato and the only one that can bring you a bit of money. The salary of Milik will go toward, no, the salary of Zakaria will go towards Milik. We are not sure yet that he will leave or not, but apparently Roma that lost Wijnaldum is all in on the players. We already talked about a possible negotiation between Roma and Juve. Juve had the idea to give Zakaria to Roma to have a discount on the third Nicolo Zaniolo, but Roma said, no, we are not interested in Zakaria. We tried with Arthur, no, we are not interested. They received Wijnaldum from free. Now Wijnaldum is out until after the World Cup, so let's see if Roma will accelerate on Zakaria. For me, it's a pity. I tell you immediately, it's a player I liked, but it's true that at the moment he's not really convincing us on the field after the first injury that he had that probably blocked him, because the start of Zakaria in that game versus Verona, 1 goal for him, 1 goal for Dusan Vlahovic, was quite nice. But I can understand. I told you guys, we have 10. If Paredes join, we have 10 midfielders. 10 midfielders. Someone has to leave. If Rabiot is not going to United, if Arthur is he doesn't care about football, if one, two, who else? Weston McKennie apparently. Allegri sees something in him that I need to be a bit more convinced about Weston McKennie. Yeah? Because Weston McKennie is a player that probably would have entered my collection of shirts, but I still need to be a bit more convinced about Weston McKennie. This year will be really decisive for our USA Texas boy, because if he's not convincing this year, then we can say that probably that it's over for Weston McKennie, and that we give up on seeing in him a potential really great player, because the game versus Sampdoria for him was not a great one. Even worse than when he was playing versus Sassuolo. So Sampdoria was worse than Sassuolo for him. But positive talks for Leandro Paredes. Apparently there is already personal terms agreed with him, and now Paris Saint-Germain is opening for a deal. Piazza could go back to Dinamo Zagreb, that, if I'm not wrong, will play in Champions League. Look at that. In case the Croatian passed the Premier League round of Champions League. Did they pass? I believe yes, huh? I know. Yeah. After extra time, at the moment, it's 4-1 for Dinamo Zagreb. So we can say that if this news reported by Di Marzio and written by Mo El Shahali are true, we can say that Piazza will go back to Dinamo Zagreb. He will play the Champions League. Ammazza. Beautiful increase. From Torino, from the small teams in Italy, is going to play the Champions League in Dinamo Zagreb, in Croatia, in his country, where he's coming back, where he's coming from. Zakaria received an offer from Bayer Leverkusen, but the destination is not appealing to the player. I understand. I'm not blaming him. Zak. Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain are putting together the deal for Paredes on the basis of a loan. He's always saying the same, Di Marzio. On the basis of a loan with an option to buy that could become an obligation if the Bianconeri reach certain objectives, like, for example, qualification to the Champions League. This is the minimum. We just have a last update from Mo El Shahali that is in Juventus. Basis of understanding with Olympique Marseille for Milik, loan at 1 million. 1 million loan, and redemption at 7 million. So we are going towards even fewer money that we were expecting and speaking about 2 minutes ago, where we're speaking about 2 plus 8. We are going towards a 1 plus 7. No obligation, bench player. Attenzione. Keep Piazza. You are provoking me, and if you are telling these kind of things, Philippe Rosada, we have Moise that is coming. He's watching, and he's exposing your message towards everyone. Keep Piazza. It's not possible. It is not possible. Guys, don't offend that. It's not an offending, it's a joke for everyone, of course. Bode Glimt is eliminated. It is true, or soon. It's over. They are eliminated, Bode Glimt. It's a pity, because we know that when we are traveling in that country, we have the really beautiful sky that we can admire and see, and it's really beautiful. It is what it is. Ciao Cecilia, that is there as well. Zakaria is a really great defender in defending. Is really great in defending. Jamie Drummer with a donation was saying Milik Milik would be higher rated if Lewandowski didn't exist. Well, Milik was a player that when he started at Napoli, he was the successor, the heir of Higuain, and he didn't start bad. Huh? He didn't start bad until the big injury. He didn't start bad at all. By the way, you know that Milik, you know how many trophies Milik won in his career? You know how many? I can tell you. Tell me, how many trophies did he win in his career? How many? How many? 0. No. No, Cyril. No, Cyril. 10. No. No. 1. Philip Rosada was correct. 1. McKenny's in the chat. 1. Muggsy 1. And you know versus who? He won versus Juventus. And you know it was at penalty and he won, or at least he took the winning penalty. Arkadiusz Milik won 1 with a winning penalty versus Juventus. Fun fact or sad fact, I don't know, but it's the Coppa Italia, like Filippo Rosada is saying, against Juventus, 1 Coppa Italia, for the people that didn't know. So he's already someone that is a bit used to win. Unfortunately, it was against. Now I understand Lewandowski in Poland is the king, and is deservedly the king because Lewandowski is strong. Milik is not a bad player. I don't like him. It's not my favorite player. I don't want to repeat. But again, this is not the worry that Juventus need to have. This is absolutely not the worry. Can we go to potential worries of Juventus? Yes, we can. Before doing the drawings, because people are telling me, Beppe, you should do the draw. Look, this is our problem today. Our problem today is that we don't have a complete team. Because this is the possible lineup versus Roma. What did I change? Bonucci instead of Rugani. Because he should be back. We have Locatelli still there. Rabiot still there. Miretti instead of Weston McKennie. Then we have Kostic. Then we have Quadrado. This is the 4-3-3 that hopefully we can go for if we are playing. Because otherwise we are going again towards a kind of 4-4-2. And then probably Miretti will not be there. And then you have probably a Moiskin here, but Allegri is not really seeing him in that position, so I don't believe in that kind of 4-4-2, but I don't believe that he will go back with what he did last time. That was a real disaster. And what are we speaking about Weston McKennie playing that kind of 4-4-1-1 behind Vlahovic? It was a really big mistake, so I don't believe that we will see that again. I really believe that because Di Maria is not there, that we will continue to see these kind of players. Then there could be a potential change, and the only change that I think can happen is instead of Miretti, we could have here Rovella that is playing here, and going like that. Could be a solution, could be a potential solution with Rabiot, Rovella and Locatelli. Why I keep still Rabiot? Because people will tell me in a second, because he's bringing you defensive skills, he's giving you defensive solidity, giving you muscles, and also it's the one that probably went, at least with the attempts, the most versus Sampdoria. So it's a player that we saw. He also went on goal, so he showed a bit of confidence. He was the less worse than the other ones. Then if you are telling me Beppe, Locatelli, we are not sure because he was not playing well. I believe that Allegri will continue to try him, but maybe changing his position, playing that could be a potential solution. Why not Zakaria? Because Zakaria is on the market, and until Mercato is not close, I believe that Allegri will not give him full confidence. I believe that he also told Zakaria that if all the players that we have today are there, Zakaria is probably one of the last choices in terms of order. People are telling me Perin. Well, you remember last year when I was defending Chesney really a lot because of his mistakes and so on. I was defending him a lot. I said we have to continue with Chesney, sorry. I have to admit that for this time, I would leave Szczesny on the bench for Roma and I would put Perin. I agree with all of you guys when you are saying that. So you see it, I have changed them in the meanwhile. Why? Because Perin is in a great moment of confidence. You already saw how much he played. Then on the other side, I was there the last time that we played in our home versus Roma. 1-0 with goal of... Let's see if people remember that 1-0. Not the 4-3, the 1-0 at home. Saved penalty by Szczesny, but a goal off. And if you know and if you remember also the minute, double bonus for the people there. I remember them. Grande Rakan Rabihe. It was from Moiskin. He was the first one to write it. Let's see if someone remembered the minute. 83. No, Maric. No, wrong. 23. We are approaching, but not yet. Out of memory, guys. It was the 16th minute. Let me check if it's correct or not. 16th minute. Let's see if I am right or wrong. I need to understand that. So let me check before we are going to the other one. So, Campionato di Serie A. We are going towards the... No, it was not the last game, but the game before. Roma Juve. It was at the 16th minute. Attenzione. Mamma mia, I'm a goat. I am a goat. Goat, what a memory. 40 years old and the memory is still working. Yes, I confirm. 16th minute of my skin. So, I agree. Let me check because we have some people that renewed the subscription and we are speaking about 12 minutes ago from Nico Lotti that said Juve Bayern. This is already a prediction from Nico Lotti. Thank you for continuing to be a member of the channel. We will ask Di Maria to come and to sign it to say thank you to Nico Lotti that became member for the 3rd consecutive month. Grande Nico. We'll speak about Champions League in a second. Then we have not only Nico, but we also have Ninip Baranto. They're saying Forza Juve with Vlahovic and the GJustjuve heart. And this time we will ask to Paul Labil Pogba to come and to sign. Grande Paul, grande Ninip, thank you. And Ninip is already there since 11 months. This is simply incredible and amazing. We spoke about Milik. We will continue to follow the news if there are some news. By the way, there is some news. Attenzione, because we have some new news. The one of Dinamo Zagreb qualified to the Champions League group phase and could now embrace again the prodigal son Marco Piazza, who trained this week with the Juventus under 23. And then we have Juventus. Here we go. Dario Pellegrini. Paredes, an objective that was identified for some time to reinforce the midfield, first acceleration after signing Pogba. Since then, Paredes only wanted Juve. The decisive leap forward is being prepared. Tomorrow, the Milik deal could be official. Dario Pellegrini is reporting us what we were speaking about. Paredes and Milik are that close to be Juve player. I tell you, and I will really insist on that one, if I had to choose between Paredes plus Milik or Depay, I make myself really happy with Paredes Milik instead of Depay. If you tell me Depay plus Paredes, I would be really happy with you and I will totally agree. But it is what it is. So Dino clipped me, but I don't know what he said. Let me check. I always have to check what people are clipping. Come on. Wait, let me listen to it. That it's over. And we can say that probably that it's over. And we can say that probably that it's over. Probably that it's over. I love and we can say that probably that it's over. That's a great one. Beautiful clip, buddy. This one I can show. You see, these kind of things I can show because it's my own life, so nobody will ask me for copyrights. Guys, we spoke about Milik and Paredes. I'm happy. I don't know if other people are happy or not, but we will make. Let's check. How can that team change? How can the team change before going to the Champions League? How can the team change if really we go towards Paredes? Paredes that is playing with Paris Saint-Germain. He could even potentially start playing versus Roma. Who knows? Nah. I don't know. Maybe I exaggerated. I'm sorry for the stupid things that I'm saying. So Paredes here. Actually, that's how it will change. Let's try to put the ideal lineup. With all the players being there. Di Maria, Vlahovic, Kostic, Rabiot, Paredes, Locatelli. Rabiot, he will go on the bench because we have to put another player that is called Paul Labile Pogba. Look at the picture, mamma mia. Paul Pogba, Paredes, Locatelli, Kostic, Vlahovic. Where is Di Maria? Angel. He left. Angel Di Maria. This is before World Cup, because I already see the name of Chiesa. Guys, Chiesa is not immediately. This is before World Cup. Before Chiesa. Then, of course, Chiesa, when he will be at 100%, of course. Perin, guys, I know, but Perin, he will go also him on the bench, and we will have Wojciech, Tek, Szczesny. So, that's the lineup. What about this line? Are we stronger? I know Sampdoria and so on. Is that lineup like that? And probably it will be a bit more like this. Is that a lineup that is stronger than last year? Yes or no? Objective. With 11 men all at full power, 100%. Stronger 11 than last year? Question mark. It's as easy as that. And I will ask you in French. Oui et non. It's as easy as that. Oui is yes, no is no. I believe. It should be an easy one. So I'm curious to read you. That 11 men, stronger or not? If we compare, we had De Ligt instead of Bremer. The other one are the same. We had, I don't know who he had last year, but here we have a total change, except of Locatelli, but Locatelli was not playing that position, so we are freeing up Locatelli as a box-to-box, what a lot of people were asking, actually. And then we have Di Maria, that is new, Kostic, that is new, and Vlahovic, that is new in terms of before World Cup, so first part of the season. At the moment, I see 83% of people are saying yes, yes, yes. The normal one is saying a little bit better, but better. And that's also a really great comment and a really great point that we have from our friend, the normal one. Because it's true that it's better, but the team is not complete. I agree on that. I agree with you on that. We have not a really complete team. What are we missing? We all know, a left back. Alexandro should not be the starter anymore next season of Juventus. We know that. Then next year, maybe we can go with some insistency on a Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Then next year, Chiesa will probably be, or instead of Di Maria, that will go away, because Chiesa will be again in top form next season, in top form. 23-24 will be the year again of a complete year of Federico Chiesa. And keeping Kostic, or maybe changing Kostic, maybe Di Maria stays, maybe we have Chiesa. Attenzione, step by step, how many of these 11 are new at Juventus? We have, if Paredes go through, Bremer, Paredes, Pogba, Kostic, Di Maria, and actually also Vlahovic. Versus last year, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that has been changed. And we are still not great, according to a lot of people, according to the normal one that was saying it's a bit better, Beppe, but it's not 100%. BE is saying yes, improved by only 10%. I don't agree. 10% is not really a lot, It's not really a lot. For me, it's more than 10%. More. Anyway, and then we finish the team next team. Both next season fullbacks also there. Important, important. Ok, andiamo ragazzi. We spoke enough about Juve. Now we want to know the future. We want to know the future. What is the future? As easy as it is. It's this, and we will speak about our possible contenders. So, if people are able to see it, wait, can I make it a bit bigger? I will try to make it a bit bigger for you guys. I can't go too big, otherwise you will not see it anymore. Maybe I have to go like that. Wait, and let me put it even bigger, like this. But then you don't see anymore the balls. And you will think that I will do like UEFA, that I will cheat. No, I want to see the balls. I want to see the balls. Here are the balls. Okay, andiamo. Okay, I want, before clicking and doing, and 79% of the people said, yes, Beppe, we are better than last year. So before clicking and doing, I really want to know from all of you guys. I want to know who you want, who you don't want. Who you want, who do you don't want. I tell you, maybe we have to go with the first part. Real Madrid.
La Juve.
La Juve di Ron Rusitano. La Juve. Unfortunately, Juve can't afford, attenzione, Juve can't afford an all-star team immediately. They have to win with what they have. When fit, this is a very good team. And I underline, and I put it in bold, and I put it in brackets, and I put it in a bigger font. When fit. This will be the key of this season. When fit. Super important. Thank you for the donation, Ron. I agree with you. Unfortunately, we can't just do like Nottingham Forest that is spending 174 million euro, and it is not over at the moment, changing, I believe, 12 new players, paying a lot of money. They collapsed for Aouar. That Aouar now, Crystal Palace is hoping in him, but this is another story. But I totally agree. Thank you for the donation, Ron Rusitano. So, if we have the first poll with Real de Madrid, Frankfurt, Manchester City, Milan, Bayern, Paris Saint-Germain, Porto, or Ajax, we can't play versus Milan. Juventus is in pot 2. So they can't play versus Liverpool, Chelsea, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Leipzig, and Tottenham. We also, for the new people that are following football, that are playing FIFA but not watching real life, Juventus can't play versus Juventus. This is not possible in football, guys. We know that we can play in FIFA with the same teams. In football, we can't play with the other ones of pot 2 and also not versus ourselves. This is not possible. It can happen only one time a year in the family game in VR Perosa. Otherwise, it is what it is. Third pot, Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtar, Internazionale di Inter, Napoli, Benfica, Sporting, and Leverkusen. So we have these teams. We can't play versus Inter and Napoli. This is impossible. And then you have you see some people, they understand the joke, like Nini is laughing. Ness is saying, what are you saying, Beppe? What are you saying, Beppe? What are you saying, Beppe? You're crazy. we know, Beppe. Why, Beppe? So, and then we have Dortmund, Salzburg, Shakhtar, Inter, Napoli. We can't play versus them. Benfica, Sporting, and Leverkusen. Did that change or not? Yes, I believe it changed now. Let me refresh to be sure that we have the actual last team. Because is that correct? Rangers, Dynamo Zagreb, Marseille, Copenhagen, Club Brugge, Celtic, Pleasant, and Maccabi Haifa. I need to drink before we start. I will tell you. For me, it's not really important who we are playing. It's not that of a big problem. Why? Because anyway, group stages, whoever you play, you have through the group stages. This is the first objective of Juventus. You have to go through. You have to be first or second. I don't care. You have to qualify for the next round. That's really important. So playing a big team is great for me because at least we can see a big team. You can also test Juventus, understand how great or not we are, and so on and so on. Also in Champions League and not only in Serie A. Super important to play for me a big team. Then, of course, if you're looking at 3 and 4, it's better to have some teams that are a bit more playable. But then, of course, Dortmund, Benfica, good teams in the pot 3. In pot 4, Club Brugge that year on year is doing better and better and better. That it's not an easy one last year. They were in a really great and group of death, and they were putting a lot of teams in difficulty. So attenzione. Philip Rosada is playing with the world. Internazionale is changing the world. Frankfurt, Juve, Leverkusen, and Maccabi Haifa. If I can choose, based on location, I would go for Ajax, that is not that far away from Brussels. Dortmund in pot 3, that is not that far away from Brussels, and Club Brugge, that is in Belgium. Location-wise, even if then I will have to negotiate with Juventus if they leave me and they made sure that I am able to travel when we are playing away. What I believe will not be that. So let's give up Grande Filip Rosada with a really nice message. Androcles Ares, that becoming a more and more on the channel. Yesterday he was happy. He was telling go for Milik, go for this, sell this, sell this. He was doing a bit the Mercato of Juve to make sure that we are weaker. Androcles is starting to become also him a Juve not fan yet, but he likes to come here on the channel, speak with us, having some affinities. Grande, attenzione, because then you will change the logo soon. So, let's go. Let's try. So, the first spot, we go. It will be Paris Saint-Germain in Group A. Look at that. Wait, because Mirko Di Natale is writing me a message. 1 second, guys. Mirko Di Natale. Wait. One second, guys. Here we go. Now, he was asking me a question. Look, this is disaster, huh? They ask you a question, you answer, and they don't read anymore. No, he's reading the message. Sorry. Maybe he went to the bathroom. So, Paris Saint-Germain. Look how Paris Saint-Germain, they even bought that draw simulator. You see, first group, first team, Paris Saint-Germain. Bing, Group A. I'm writing. Let's see if because it's late. It's already midnight. Because Tariq is asking Beppe, we want Mirko Di Natale. I send him a message. Let's see. Let's see if he will join us or not. Before continuing with the draw. Maybe Mirko Di Natale will join. 5 minutes. I ask him 5 minutes. It's already midnight. Wait. Let's see if he will see it or not. Bozhinov instead of Milik, guys. Bozhinov was playing with us in 2006. Attenzione, I'm waiting. He's not right. Look, when he was asking me, I sent him the message I was reading. Now he's not reading anymore. So meanwhile, let's see. And then I send him the link, and he can come eventually, so that he can tell us the last updates on Milik, Paredes, and maybe also giving us an anticipation on his Champions League predictions. Could be fun. Could be really fun. Well, he will answer, I will tell you. At the moment, he's not watching. He's probably playing with the Champions League draw. So, hopefully, the check for Milik bounced. Steve, 1 million. It's really not a lot. Fabrizio tweet. Attenzione. Let's go to the tweet of Fabrizio. What is he saying, Fabrizio Romano. But he will probably confirm Paredes or Milik. Oh, attenzione, because he's joining. Attenzione. Mirko di Natale. We will have the last news immediately. Attenzione. That's a great one. Attenzione. Attenzione. So what is he saying, Fabrizio? And then we have, more important than Fabrizio, we have him. Juventus and Arkadiusz Milik will have reached an agreement on personal terms after today's meeting. Deal set to be complete in the next 48... Why 48 hours? As Olympique Marseille are set to accept the proposal, Olympique Marseille will receive 2 million plus a fee of 1 million. So we are changing again the numbers. From 2 plus 8, we went to 1 plus 7, and now we are back to 2 plus 8. Let's see. I'm curious if Fabrizio is right or wrong. But I don't understand why 48 hours. Take him tomorrow, because we have to have a player on our bench for Roma. I will accept Milik as our new signing, but J Medical needs a major facelift. But it was also the same problem for the other one. For Depay is also 2 million, 1 million, who cares? Here you are, guys. 1 million, 2 million. We will not do difficult for 1 million. So I'm waiting for Mirko that is about to join, and he will give us the updates. Andiamo! È qui! Grande Mirko!
Ciao, buonasera a tutti! Grandissimo, sei sempre in forma, ti vedo.
Sempre. Lo sai che con la comunità internazionale io lavoro la notte. Sempre. Mirko,
mi stavo divertendo a fare i sorteggi, tra l'altro.
Ma lo stavamo facendo anche noi. Sì. Mirko, aspetta, perché non voglio andare 5 minuti così saluti la chat. Però io ti ho sentito molte volte adesso parlare inglese. So che il tuo inglese improved a lot. Am I wrong?
No, mi emoziona parlare in inglese.
Ma perché? Guys, I heard Mirko, he speaks English on the channel of the other, on my channel he doesn't want to.
No. It's always a great pleasure to be here with you, but in this moment I am in on loan, vicino come si dice? Loan, no? Close to sleep, ok? Quindi ti dico,
guarda,
sono quasi vicino ad andare a dormire.
Hai fatto bene a dire 2 parole in inglese. You see, you have the great... So, ti chiedo due domande.
Sì.
Milik, 24 o 48 ore?
Anche meno. Anche meno di 24-48 ore. Siamo proprio vicini. Siamo veramente vicini. Gli agenti sono a Torino e domani mattina incontreranno la Juventus per mettere nero su bianco le cifre dell'affare. Col Marsiglia c'è l'accordo, è stato trovato l'accordo nelle ultime ore, quindi quanto scrivevano i colleghi era giusto. Sono 1 di prestito più 7 di riscatto più bonus, presto con diritto.
Attenzione, guys, I translate 1 second. So I asked Mirko, 24 or 48 hours before Milik? Mirko is telling us less. Tomorrow morning we could already find an agreement, and the first one that we reported, 1 million plus not obligation, option for 7 million could be true, so even spending a bit less. Mirko, come la vedi tu questa operazione? Perché lo so, i tifosi stavano sognando Memphis, alla fine prendiamo Milik. In 2 parole, cosa ne pensi?
Memphis era una voce più che reale. Memphis è stato un nome molto vicino alla Juventus, solo che l'aumento delle pretese è stato veramente un fattore importante che non ha permesso alla Juventus di firmarlo, di acquistarlo. Perché Memphis ha cambiato 2 volte le carte in tavola. La prima volta la Juventus è venuta incontro alle sue richieste, la seconda volta erano troppo esigenti, quindi le negoziazioni non sono ancora cadute, però se la Juventus sta facendo Milik è chiaro che comunque Memphis non è più un obiettivo primario.
Ha fatto bene la Juve a dire basta?
Non lo so, io fossi stato in un dirigente della Juve avrei invece sposato la causa Memphis, perché è un giocatore che ti permette più soluzioni, ti permette di avere quella qualità davanti, ti permette di un giocatore che può giocare con Vlahovic, può giocare dietro Vlahovic, può giocare esterno. Invece senza Memphis tu hai un giocatore come Milik, forte, perché è un buon giocatore, che però in questo momento io non lo vedo titolare. È un giocatore che tu prendi per fare il vice Vlahovic, punto. Cioè tu lo metti quei 20 minuti che non si sblocca la partita, ma se tu lo metti vicino Vlahovic c'è il rischio che si pestano i piedi.
Certo.
Questa è la mia idea, quindi
ma se
le cifre sono basse.
Se viene sono per la panchina, vero?
Sì, le cifre sono veramente molto basse, quindi penso che meno di 10 milioni non potevi trovare di meglio. Però è un giocatore che in questo momento, se Allegri pensa di fare il 4-4-2 con Milik e Vlahovic, finisce come nel 2017. Ti ricordi Mandzukic e Higuain insieme?
Giusto. Sì, no, ma io penso che sarà un panchinaro. I translate 1 second, so I asked and he said, Memphis, he changed 2 times the conditions, because the first time Juventus went and met the request of Memphis, and then he changed again, so it's also difficult for Juventus. But Mirko said that if he was one of the managers, he would have tried until the end for Memphis, because he's one that can change you, Juventus and the team, while Milik is a bench player. It's not one that will change you, Juventus, and we see it because the agreement is really, really low. On top of that, it's true that if you want to play both of them together, it will finish like Mandzukic and Higuain that couldn't play together. Mirko, ti lascio andare a dormire.
I want to speak this thing in English, but for my information, in this moment for Paredes, there is good vibes. Only good vibes for Paredes.
He's important, He's important for Juventus.
He's more important in this moment for the midfield. Paredes is the regista, is the metodista that in Juventus is the brain, right? Is the brain.
Mirko, prediction, e dopo ti lascio andare. Prediction for tomorrow. 3 teams. 3 teams. Who do you think? Juve in Champions League.
Allora, mi piacerebbe l'Ajax, però penso più una grande, quindi Paris Saint-Germain o Bayern Monaco. Mi piacerebbe lo Shakhtar Donetsk per il rapporto affettivo che ho nei confronti di Carlo Nicolini, così da parlare finalmente di Juve Shakhtar. E come quarta fascia ci sono tante buone squadre,
sì.
Perché io avrei scelto il Bodo Glimt, ma è stato eliminato dalla Dinamo, e quindi direi o la Dinamo Zagreb o altrimenti io sconsiglierei i Rangers Glasgow, che secondo me sono veramente molto forti. O a sorpresa Marsiglia, così almeno c'è proprio una rimpatriata di juventinità, no? Longoria, Ribalta, Milik, sarebbe interessante.
Infatti, Tudor, non dimenticarti di Tudor.
Tudor, bravo, Igor.
So, Mirko said he would love Ajax, but he thinks that it will be a big one, Paris Saint-Germain or Bayern. And then he said, I would love Shakhtar because of his relationship with some people from Shakhtar. It would be beautiful. At least we can speak about it. In pot 4, maybe Marseille with a lot of ex-Juve people like Tudor, but also the president of Marseille. Also Milik, that could be a double X. attenzione to Rangers, that is not a small team, a really great team, so attenzione here. Grazie Mirko, sei stato fenomenale.
Grazie a te, finalmente ci rivediamo dopo qualche anno, hai visto?
Ma lo sai, io guarda, la notte sono sempre qui, perché lo faccio sempre per la gente che vive in Canada, anche perché è lì dove si alzano quelli dell'Australia, dunque sono sempre live la notte e tu quando vuoi, quando mi vedi, chiedi e entri.
Grande. Ciao G.
Buonanotte, ciao ciao, thank you guys.
Ciao ciao.
So what did we hear in that surprising host that we were not expecting? That he was sending me a message. Mirko Di Natale said less than 24 or 48 hours. This was the question that we were having right before he entered, because we know it and we were reading it, that Fabrizio Romano said 24, 48 hours, maybe probably being a bit more cautious, and we were asking ourselves, why so long? Why waiting? If you decided to go for Milik, you like him or you don't like him. If you decided to go for him, don't wait. Go for him immediately. And Mirko said, probably tomorrow morning, Milik will be a Juve player, and then we have to organize, of course, the trip. Hopefully, if they agree that before breakfast, he can jump on it and he can already start with the pictures and so on in the afternoon, so that he can start training on Friday. Will it be enough to see him on the bench versus Roma? I can guarantee you that if everything is a done deal, he can be there. Not only him, because Mirko also told us that Paredes also there is he confirmed actually, but he said that we can dream already about two new players. I don't know if you will have a nightmare with Milik or with Paredes, or a beautiful dream, depends on what you think, but he said and he confirmed that Paredes is a key masterpiece for Juventus midfield, and that's what we were seeing here with the tactical pad, that Paredes could go and change that Juventus when everyone could be fit. But already immediately, I would not be surprised that if everything goes well, I can be there versus Spezia, because that's an announcement. I will be there versus Juve Spezia in Torino. Again, I have my flight tickets sponsored by OneFootball, or offered by OneFootball. So I will stay there 3 days. I will also go live from Torino the day after with Enrico Zambruno. But probably I will see already Paredes there at Juventus. I will not buy his shirt. I still need to decide. We were doing our Champions League spot. And first, let me say thank you to Giuseppe Valenza. The Giuseppe have always a beautiful name. Giuseppe Valenza, that becomes a member of the channel. We already had Di Maria, we had Pogba. This time is time for our friend Gleison Bremer to come and to sign and to say thank you to Giuseppe, that become a friend of the channel. Grande Giuseppe. Grande Giuseppe, that this morning was asking me about how to get the fastest way and the best way, the most safe way to have some tickets for a game of Juventus. I can only tell you, guys, go for the Juventus side, because other sides sometimes it's a bit tricky and you're paying a lot more money. Mirko's English was good, but Mirko is speaking English, huh? He's speaking well, because I hear him. Sometimes he's invited for other lives. He's speaking well. He was probably a bit shy because it was late and he was not prepared to, but Mirko speaks English well. I agree, Abai. Grande Mirko, grande Mirko, grande Mirko. Ciao Miklus. Aldo, he knows what he's talking about. What is AJ saying? Because we know that when AJ is in the chat, I don't understand what Mirko is saying, but I agree with him. That's the most important. Aldo, I'm having fever dreams with these two players, Beppe. It had to happen. It had to happen. It's time. Like Paul Pogba was saying, it's time. Why it's time? Because if you go back in archives, you can see that Paredes, we were on him since so many years. So many years. And Milik as well. So, had to happen. You know what I'm a bit pissed off on? It's the lack of creativity. We always hear the same names. At a certain moment, it has to stop with these names. So maybe in the future we can think about new names, maybe. Or will we go again after Emerson Palmieri that will stop with West Ham in 2 years? Will we go back to ask for Emerson Palmieri? At least we buy them and we don't have to speak about them in the Mercato session. So attenzione, because I want to go back to the drawing list. We already found Paris Saint-Germain. We will go really fast on these ones because Porto is Group B, Ajax Group C, Bayern Group A. Then we have Frankfurt, Milan in Group F, Real Madrid Group G, and then Group H for Manchester City. Okay, tell me one team that you don't want to play. We can't play versus Milan, so which team you don't want to play? Which team you say, no Beppe? Not the one that you want, but the one that you said, no, we don't want to play that team. And you can choose between Paris Saint-Germain, Porto, Ajax, Frankfurt, Bayern, Real Madrid, or Manchester City. AJU doesn't want to play versus Porto. A lot of people, Porto. Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern. I need to understand, why not Porto? Okay, they eliminated us 2 years ago, but so did Ajax. So, Real Madrid, City. I don't want to play versus City. I tell you the truth, from these ones, I don't want to play versus City. The other ones, I take. Even Bayern, I don't want to play. If there are two teams I prefer not to play immediately, are City and Bayern. But I tell you the truth, for me the most important one is not pot 1, when we are not in pot 1. It's pot 3 and 4. Why? Because anyway, there are two teams that are going through the group stages, so I don't really care about that first team. Actually, I prefer having a really good and strong one as pot 1. Why? Because you have to also take into consideration that these teams, they will also play versus the two other ones. So if you have a leveled, imagine you have Ajax versus in your top 1. In your pot 1, you have Ajax. Then you have Juve, and then you have two teams like, I'm just saying, Dortmund and Rangers. Guys, everything can happen there. Ajax can lose against Bruges. Bruges can win against Rangers. Rangers can win against Ajax. Ajax can... Disaster. So, it can put some doubt. I like when you have two big winners, potential winners, on papers, and two teams where you say it's a bit more easier. That's, what could be ideal. So we go now. Now we will go and we will understand who and where Juventus will play. Attenzione, let's put some suspense music. No, we don't care. Leipzig, we will put him with Milan. Attenzione. Leipzig, Milan. Sevilla. I didn't even know they were participating. Apparently, yes. Sevilla, they will play versus... I'll go with always the first ball. Always the first ball. Third, Atletico Madrid versus... Manchester City, so andiamo. Manchester City is not a possibility anymore. It's over. One that I didn't want to play with. It's over. Milan, we didn't care. Ajax could have been a possibility, especially with them without Anthony, that will go for 94 million euro to Manchester United. They didn't want to spend 60 because they were thinking they were overpaying it. Now they will pay 94 million. This is the Premier League tax. This is the Manchester United tax. This is the Ajax tax. And this is the TikTok tax. But it is what it is. Attenzione, Liverpool. Liverpool will play versus Frankfurt. So Frankfurt, that Ron Rositano was predicting, will not happen. At least in the simulation, because guys, for the people that do not know, this is not the official one, this is a game, okay? Make sure that you understand that it's a game. Chelsea will play versus Bayern Munich. Andiamo ragazzi. So Juventus can play versus Paris Saint-Germain, Porto, or Real Madrid. A lot of people didn't want Porto, but attenzione, because this can happen Tottenham Hotspurs will play versus Paris Saint-Germain. Attenzione, because Juventus can be in one of them. So, okay, it's Real Madrid or Porto. Real Madrid or Porto. Juventus will be possibly playing versus Porto in Portugal, and a lot of people said, no, Beppe, we don't want to play Porto. For what reason, I don't know, except of the fact that we lost versus them 2 years ago. Then you have Real Madrid. What is Real Madrid? Who is Real Madrid? Real Madrid is a team that Juventus, every time that we are playing versus them, when we are playing versus them, Juventus is doing great games. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe like Gattuso would say. But Juventus is always playing well. Juventus will play. And then of course you have Jim that is wanting to actually destroy the suspense and the evening, because he's telling me, Beppe, it's Real Madrid because Barcelona can't play versus Real Madrid. So Barcelona will be against Porto, and it's already there. Jimmy woke up today. He said, you know what? We will cut the suspense. There is no suspense. Let's go, and we will spoil it. So, guys, I'm sorry for Jim. Jim decided to break the suspense. So, indeed, it is Juventus Real Madrid, and we don't even speak about Porto, because the Barcelona will play versus Porto. Juventus Real Madrid. That's the game. No, Jim, I'm joking. Of course, you were smarter than all of us today. Juve as well. Juve saw it as well. He said Barca can't play versus Real Madrid. Suk say can't play Real and Barca together. It's already confirmed. Actually, all the chat was saying that I was making a joke of it. It is what it is. Ciao, Akin. He was also believing that it was possible to play versus Porto. We didn't pay attention to it. Juve Real Madrid. And then we will speak about the teams that we will simulate, and how many times we played versus them in Champions League, what were the last results, and so on and so on. Beppe, you messed up with a draw. No, we don't restart. We go with the other team. Salzburg can play versus everyone. Attenzione, they go versus Group C. Guys, there is always a group in Champions League. That looks like Europa League or Conference League. Ajax, Sevilla, Salzburg. Guys, who will watch a game like that? I don't know. But there is always one group like that. And then you have the group of death that you say every game is crazy. But apparently Group C is going towards that really strange group that nobody will care about. Then we have Leverkusen can play in Group J or H. Attenzione, because he can already be a possible opponent of Juventus Leverkusen that were interested in Denis Zakaria, but Zakaria says, I don't care. Maybe if Leverkusen is playing in Champions League versus Juventus, maybe Zakaria can say, you know what, I will go there so that I can play and I can take revenge because you sold me immediately. But at the moment it is not the case. So will Leverkusen play versus Juve or versus Manchester United versus Manchester City? Let's go. It's not. Leverkusen, no. So Zakaria will not go to Leverkusen. Confirmed here on the channel. Sporting can play versus E, F, or G. Sporting Lisbona that are dreaming about Cristiano Ronaldo. That goes back in where everything began. Can he go back to Sporting because he wants to play versus Real Madrid and versus Juventus? Can you imagine the two teams where he had a bit of glory before going back to Manchester United? Let's see. Yes, it is Sporting Lisbona. So Cristiano Ronaldo to Sporting confirmed, and it is confirmed here on the channel. Real Madrid, Juventus, Sporting, CP Cristiano Ronaldo. Ah no, it's Cristiano Penaldo. Hey, you see, maybe Sporting CP is for Cristiano Penaldo. Guys, it's not me that is inviting it or inventing it. It is the draw, or it's the name. Cristiano Penaldo. If you're asking yourself why and what does the CP standing for, Cristiano Penaldo. Because when he was a kid, he was scoring a lot of goals at Sporting on penalties. So we go with the other ones. We don't care. Napoli will play versus... Napoli versus Tottenham and Paris Saint-Germain. Then there is another team, Dortmund versus Barcelona and Porto. We have Inter versus Frankfurt and Liverpool. Yeah, depend on the four teams. Shakhtar Donetsk versus Bayern and Chelsea. And then we have Benfica that will play versus Milan and Leipzig. Milan has a beautiful draw here. Huh? At the moment, we have to admit that Napoli has a really difficult one. Difficult one as well for Juventus, a bit less difficult than Napoli. Milan has a really easier one on paper. Inter easy as well. Inter easy as well. Rest in peace for Napoli. This is the message of Marvin. Attenzione, attenzione. We go with the last team. Who will? Copenhagen from Denmark can play versus everyone, and it will be versus Inter. Mamma mia. Inter, easy group. Super easy group for Inter. Inter will play versus Frankfurt, Liverpool, and Copenhagen. Guys, if they don't go through the group stage, they are failing. The second team is Club Brugge, guys. Club Brugge that will play versus Bayern, Chelsea, and Shakhtar. So Bayern and Chelsea should be safe to go immediately to the knockout stage. Then you have Celtic. Attenzione, Celtics from Boston in USA. I don't know why a basketball team is playing in Europe and why they are playing with football, but here they are. So Celtic will play versus Porto, Barcelona, and Dortmund. Barcelona is not the one of the last years. Dortmund that is always second. Whatever competition they are playing, they are always second. So we know that Dortmund can be there. A bit of fights and there between Porto and Celtic. I don't see like two real clear winners. Then we have Dinamo Zagreb of Marco Piazza will not play versus Juve because it will be Milan, Leipzig, Benfica, and Dinamo Zagreb. Mamma mia, this is a Europa League level group stage. This is what it is. So Marseille, Olympique Marseille. So we have Real Madrid. We have Sporting Cristiano Penaldo, and we have Marseille of the ex-Tudor for Juventus. Attenzione. So we have Group A, Maccabi Haifa, that is going in the most ridiculous group of the history of Champions League. Ajax, Sevilla, Salzburg, and Maccabi Haifa. And then you have the two other teams, Rangers, that will play versus Manchester City. Quite big group there as well. And then, of course, the Czech team, Plzeň, that will play versus Paris Saint-Germain, Tottenham, Napoli. So if we are going towards our opponents, who are they? Our opponents, Real Madrid. We all know, of course, Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, we know that we already played versus them a few times. We played versus them a few times. Real Madrid, if you are going in total official games, we played versus Real Madrid 26 times, 5 times in Coppa dei Campioni, that is the old vintage Champions League, and 16 times in Champions League. So that's 20. We played 26 times versus them in total, but official games 21 times. Coppa dei Campioni and Champions League, we have to take them together. So it is 21 time officially played versus them. The really first time we played an official game versus Real Madrid was in the 14th of February for the day of Saint Valentin, and we lost 1-0. We lost 1-0. The last time that we played versus them was in Champions League, and it was the score of 1-3 victory of Juventus, and we could potentially be happy, but we all remember that 11th of April 2018. It was not the best and the most beautiful, sweet memory for Juventini because Buffon received a red card at the 97th minute, if I'm not wrong. Cristiano Ronaldo, 97th minute, Cristiano Ronaldo on penalty with Szczesny that was about to do a miracle, but he couldn't save that ball, so that means that we were disqualified and we were out in the quarter of finals versus Real Madrid. So that's one team, guys. It is what it is. Then if we are looking at the other team, Sporting, let me know in the comments if Juventus, you believe that they can go through, if they are finishing first, second, third, or fourth in that group of Real Madrid, Sporting, and Marseille. I'm really curious to see your comments about that group. That is a fictive group, of course. And tomorrow we will have the real ones. Not today. Sporting. Well, Sporting, I have to check a bit what we did versus them. Sporting Lisbona, we played 2 times official games in total, with some friendlies 6 times, but official games we played the last time in 2017 versus them. We won the first game 2-1 and we drew the second game in 2017 1-1. Who can remember who scored in these games? 2-1, Juve Sporting on the 18th of October 2017. Who scored? No, not Zalaieta. It was in 2017, Aldo. We're speaking about Sporting, not Barcelona. Who scored versus Sporting? I can tell you. It's Alexandro, own goal. He scored an own goal. And then it was Pjanic, that's correct, AG, and Mandzukic in that 2-1 win. Pjanic and Mandzukic after the own goal of Alexandro. Sporting 1-1, so in the return game, in that group stages of Champions League, we did 1-1, and it was Higuain at the 79th after a goal of Bruno Cesar at the 20th minute. Indeed, so this is Sporting. We only played 2 times, so we don't have a lot of history versus the Portuguese team. And then we have to go to Marseille. I don't remember by heart a game versus Marseille. You know that? I'm trying to think. Did we play versus Marseille ever? No. I don't remember Juve playing versus Marseille. And no, we never played versus Marseille. We never played. Maybe a friendly, but official games, never. Maybe it's under Olympique Marseille. Wait, attenzione, because I'm checking in the archives. So maybe it's under Olympique de Marseille. Could be, we played, guys. We played. Wait, sorry. So we played 5 games in total. 3 friendlies, indeed, for the people that told me there was a friendly, but we also played versus them in Champions League. I know why we didn't play. It was in 72. Aldo Bonasso was really close. He said 73. It was the season 72-73. We played on the 13th of September versus them. We lost 1-0. Attenzione! We lost 1-0 with goals of Bonnell. Never heard about that player. But then in the return game on the 27th of September, we won 3-0 of goals of Bettega and Haller. Okay, if you are able to win, I'm happy. 72. That's why I didn't remember any game versus Marseille. I was preparing a bit, I was preparing today a bit, but I didn't arrive at Marseille because tomorrow I go live on the Twitch of Juventus, and I hope that we can bring you a surprise for the people who are speaking Italian. Dybala debut. When? Where? Dybala debut with Juve was versus Lazio in Supercoppa. Then if you are telling me, oh, attenzione, Paul Pogba is raising you, is giving you the hand to Tiamaguay. That's a really beautiful PNG. Guys, I worked a lot today. Look, this is for the new people that are subscribing the button with the Pogba that is giving you the hand. Beautiful. Then you have for the new members of the channel, you have me. Probably I need to change. This is actually too much ego. Too much ego. I need to change that. Then, for the donations, I have here Di Maria with a really beautiful high definition with the heart, of course. I have some surprises here and there. Ciao Alessio, a bit late. Moise is watching you, Attenzione, because Moise is watching, he's not happy that you were that late. 1 hour 25. No, this is not okay. So people, what were people predicting with restart Beppe? Okay, first for Alexander. Let's go back. First for Alexander. Second for Jim. Second. First. Fourth. Mamma mia. Fourth for Talisma. Or Taslima. Taslima is saying fourth. I know. Let me pin another comment because, guys, don't make him angry. I prefer the one of Rahim. Rahim was correct. We can do another one. Okay, remember, Real Madrid, Sporting, and Marseille. We will do, but we will not do it manually this time. We will go with a fast draw. Are you ready? We go with a fast draw. You remember, Real Madrid, Sporting, and Marseille. We go with a fast draw, and then we go with a poll so that we decide which group we want. So, attenzione. So, groups. Manual ones for the fast draw. Which one you prefer? Okay, we have a new subscriber on the channel. We love that. Attenzione. Juventus had Real Madrid, Sporting, and Marseille in the first time. Now we go with the fast draw. It will go fast. That's also the definition of fast draw. It will go really fast because all the teams will be put in their groups immediately. Ciao Punzara. Peter, this will be the real one. 3, 2. Attenzione, where is Juventus? Manchester City in Group D with Juventus, Benfica, or Maccabi Haifa. I repeat for the people, you can choose between Real Madrid, Sporting, and Marseille, or Manchester City, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa. The poll is live, guys. The poll is live. The manual ones, Real Madrid. The fast draw, Manchester City. Yeah, it's difficult to choose, huh? Because Benfica, it's not an easy one, huh? Benfica is not an easy one. I can guarantee you that Benfica is not an easy one. But anyway, it looks like we will always play versus a Portuguese team. Benfica, we played 6 official games with them, 2 times in Europa League, 2 times in UEFA, and 2 times in Champions League. The last time in Champions League was in 68 with a loss versus Benfica 2-0 in the first game, and the second game we lost 1-0. So in Champions League we never won versus Benfica. In UEFA the last time was in 93 with again a loss versus Benfica 2-1, but in the return game 3-0 in 93 with goals of Kohler, Baggio, Dino, and Ravanelli. If we go back to the Europa League, this is the most recent one, we lost again 2-1 versus Benfica in 2014 with the only goal of Tevez, and then we drew 0-0. If I'm looking at the 6 results, guys, it's better that we don't choose Benfica because we don't have beautiful results versus them. Let's forget about that group. It's not a group that is giving me a lot of beautiful vibes. Looking at the what is Inter Peter is saying Inter in the mud again. Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Inter, and disaster. Attenzione, because we have here is Colo, by the way. Colo, grande Colo. Colo, you wanna join? 5 minutes? No, not long, huh? 5 minutes saying hello, and I wanna see your face when you're speaking about Bernardeschi in Toronto. Come on, guys! TFC! I want to hear you about Milik, if you will do a video or not, and Paredes, but also your prediction for Champions League. Like Mirko Di Natale, he stayed 5 minutes. If you want to, you tell me, and I will send you the link, of course. If you don't want to, you deserve a lot of rest, because I know that you are working with a real job, and you are not having just fun on YouTube like I have. Alessio said, Beppe, I really hope to play a Belgium team. Curious to see which player shows up when I renew the contract.
La Juve.
There we go for Di Maria. Di Maria that is coming for the renewal of Alessio. Alessia is for the girls. Alessio is for the boys. It is Di Maria that is coming to say, hey, you know what? I need to add Kostic. I didn't finish with Kostic. And then, mamma mia, guys, at a certain moment, some of you, when you will renew, you will have Arkadiusz Milik. The day that Colo will become a member of the channel, I will ask especially to Arkadiusz Milik to come and to sign. I'm having fun. Beppe, let's do a live next week when the Mercato is done. I'm watching from the gym now. That's a really great idea. We prefer to have you training hard, because you need a lot of strength, of course, to be ready to do all the videos, because we know that touching all these buttons with the mouse is not that easy, so you have to do the gym. We have also Martino that is wearing the chat. Grande Martino. You know what? We will ask to who? I know. Look at that. To Moiskin is watching. Moiskin is watching. Martino is saying, what is he doing in the chat? The Milan fan, the champions of Italy, joined the chat. Grande Martino. Martino is always great takes, and try to be objective on Twitter. If you don't do that and you want also other takes than Juve takes, follow him on Twitter, Martino Puccio, that has already been on the channel, I believe, two times, for sure, 2 times. Grande Martino, but Moiskin is watching and he's saying, what are you doing there? Ciao Martino. Martino, look at your group that we did the fast draw. You are playing versus Milan. No, you are Milan. Milan, Chelsea, Leverkusen, and Celtic. Martino, do you agree and do you accept with that Champions League group? Chelsea, Leverkusen, and Chelsea. Are you happy with that group? Because I don't know if we have some Inter fans. We had some earlier, but I don't know if they are still there. They have Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona, Inter, and the team that I can't pronounce. So hopefully we will not play versus them, because tomorrow I'm live on the Juve channel and I still can't pronounce their name. Plzen. From Czechia. Ciao Ron, that is going for dinner. Taha from Barcelona. As you see, we have a Barcelona fan. Taha is saying, I don't like the group with Paris Saint-Germain. I'm not mentally ready to play against Messi. That could be one. That could be a possibility. We know it, huh? Hot balls, cold balls. We know that could be a possibility. Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona could be one. I agree. So I'm waiting for Martino, that is telling us if he likes the group or not. People have voted for the fast draw. You prefer to play versus, from Juve fans, City, Benfica, and Maccabi Haifa, instead of playing versus Real Madrid, Marseille, and Sporting. You decided, guys. Inter fans in the chat. You see, Androcles is watching. We don't care. We take any team. You know what, Androcles? I agree with you. I like that philosophy. I like that philosophy. We don't care, we take any team. Anyway, you already know that you will be out of the group stages. So if you are out versus Real Madrid, or if you are out versus Dortmund, or versus Pilsen, who cares? You're out, you're out. So it's a great mentality. I like that. Grande. No, I'm joking, of course. I believe he will be out, but I'm joking. Styler, it's pronounced Pilsen, Beppe. Thank you. Because otherwise tomorrow it's a bit a shame. But we don't know, Steve, versus who they will play. Internazionale. Inter, we don't know. I hope, I tell you the truth, I hope that Milan, Inter, and Napoli, they go with the three of them holding hands in Europa League. They finish third, so they are eliminated by Champions League, and they continue even for a longer journey and run in Europa League. Because you know, if they are finishing fourth, then it's one objective and it's Serie A. I don't like that. I don't like that. If they go in Europa League, I love that. We have a great point, apparently, by Thomas Maklouf. I know, every time I see the name of Thomas, I love to read Thomas because he has really important takes. Without Chiellini, who will provide that spark when things get hard? I don't see anyone with the same fire yet. It's a perfect point. It's a perfect point. Now, Giorgio Chiellini, that you can see here, this is what Thomas is speaking about. And I totally agree with that. I totally agree. On the other hand, I have to say that Giorgio Chiellini, with all the love I have, and you know how much I love Giorgio, in the important games in Champions League, he was not there. Because he was injured. So, he was already not there, Giorgio. In the important moments, how many times did he fail to be present in the big moments? Like Dybala, even if the importance of Chiellini would probably have been more important. But when he was there, he was doing it. Attenzione, we have another Interista. This is a chat. Who is going to do the handballs now without De Ligt? You see, we have a lot of questions. Milan fans, Inter fans. Look at Androcles that was saying, we don't care. Beautiful mentality. He said, we don't care. We take any team. We take any team. And then, of course, we know that since today, we have a new tradition. When we see some really strange takes, like the one of Uncle Sharma, we will expose them. We will expose them. And how better than with Moise Keane that is coming and is watching the messages. And he's saying, what are you writing? Rahul, what are you writing? We're speaking about Chiellini, a legend, then you're speaking about the legend from handball. No, but it's true. It's a correct comment from Thomas about Chiellini, because we saw that Bremer, how much I love him, and so on and so on. In terms of leadership, he's not there yet because he made that mistake in the beginning of the game, and that influenced him a lot. That influenced him a lot mentally, a lot. Rugani is the pen master. Remember Villarreal. But Steve, you know that he made that mistake. It was a goofy mistake, Rugani. He made some mistakes. Not in that game, he did just one mistake versus Villarreal. I don't want to blame Rugani of last year. Anyway, you needed to beat Villarreal. Whatever you're saying, you needed to beat Villarreal. Point. And that's why, you know, these draws of Champions League, I'm a bit like our Inter friend, Androcles. We don't care. Play, you have one mission, and I believe that three teams on 4 from Serie A, and we are speaking about Juve, Milan, Inter. The three of them, they have one mission. It's go through the group stages. If we are speaking objectively, Napoli, they could do it. Depending on what group they are, they could do it because they reinforce themselves really well. They can do something beautiful. But in their tradition, it's already great that they are in Serie A. If you're speaking about the history of the team, they already can say thank you that they are in Serie A because probably they played more in second division than in first division. Anyway, so they can be happy to participate. Then they can do some beautiful things because they have a beautiful team. Huh? Napoli always did better than Inter in Champions League. It's also true. The last years, it's also true. It's correct. Alessio is asking a question. Beppe, what's your take on Locatelli these days? Well, I said in a prediction that I was thinking that this would have been the season of Locatelli. The season of Locatelli. And in preseason, he was trying. No, he was trying. In preseason, he was confirming a bit what I was saying because I consider Locatelli that was one of the top 3 preseason men. But then we start Serie A, and in Sassuolo, it was not his best performance. Versus Sampdoria, he didn't play well. So if we are judging Locatelli on his 2 real games with Juventus, it's not enough. It's not enough. But there are circumstances. I said that a Locatelli, if you want to have the best of Locatelli, you have to surround him with players where Locatelli can think about himself and not about the other. Last year, for me, he did a good season, a solid season, not a phenomenal season, but a solid season. But he had to take care of Rabiot, Arthur, McKennie, or whoever was playing next to him. And that means that he was not playing always at his best. He played a lot in that regista role, where sometimes he was doing good or not, but he's not Pirlo, he's not Pjanic, he's more a defensive midfielder, or that's how we saw it last season when he was playing that role. If you are playing with McKennie or with Rabiot, it's the same midfield as last year. And how do you want Locatelli to finally be Locatelli and play as Locatelli if you are giving him the same midfield as last year? And as soon as Miretti entered, and attenzione for Miretti, but as soon as he entered, Locatelli was already a bit more free. There are also some rumors that were saying that right before starting the season, he was not at 100%. Did he give too much in preseason to arrive at the top level and maybe he's paying a bit the consequences now? I don't know. But Uncle Sharma is giving an objective feedback here, saying that it's hard to judge Locatelli as a regista in this Allegri system, and system under brackets because we don't know what the system is. But I agree with that. You can't judge Locatelli on these 2 games. He was not good. So single game, he was not good. But it's quite fast to say who was good versus Sampdoria. Perin. 1 shot, 1 save. And attenzione, because the one of Quagliarella, if he was on target, Perin couldn't have saved that one. But Perin was good. And a few in certain moments, but not really consistent. But no, even versus Sassuolo, not 100% good. So I think Juve need more depth and better bench. Well, speaking about better bench, we will have Milik now. Barca were in a similar position as Juve against Sampdoria till Fati and Rafinha were subbed and turned things around. Great message. The message from Nirai. La Juve di Di Maria is saying, in your opinion, who do you think is the best player in Serie A? And do you think money has ruined Juve players in terms of motivation? No, I don't believe it's the money that ruined them in terms of motivation. Well, Michael Filet is asking, any guest streams coming up? Well, we had a guest. It was Mirko Di Natale a few minutes ago. Probably a bit more. 10, 15 minutes ago, it was Mirko Di Natale that just popped in. Colo just said that he would come. I would love to do after a Mercato a Serie A live again with Rahul, Uncle Charma, with Martino that was there a bit earlier, with Inter, with Napoli fans as well, Roma. Let's find some to have a really beautiful debate. How we started Serie A after 4 match days. And what about the Mercato? How we rate them? I want to do that as well. And I also want to do again another one with some members because it was a really nice, beautiful success the last time we did. So in terms of motivation, no, it's not about money. It's not money that ruined the motivations of players of Juve. No. I think, and I spoke about it yesterday in the live, I believe that it's Juventus that probably didn't pay attention to some essentials that was not only on the field when you are scouting a player, but also off the field that you have to pay attention for. Because if you sign a Rabiot, you know that motivation is not his best skill. He said no to being a reserve of World Cup players. He said no. He didn't care about being out of the team for 6 months of Paris Saint-Germain. You know that can be a problem.
La Juve.
Ramsey were the injuries. Was a good guy, yeah, Ramsey, to be honest. But probably we made some mistakes there. And motivation, guys. And the head and the grinta is something that you can't buy, yeah. You can learn when you're young and having great examples in front of you, like a Ronaldo, like a Vidal, these kind of players. Or you have it in you and you can develop it even more, or you don't have it and you don't have it. It's not the money. It's, what's the difference between, honestly, yeah, what's the difference between winning 3 million a season and 5 million a season? For me, earning 3,000 or 5,000 changed a lot. For some people, earning 300 euro or 500 euro changed their life. A difference between 300 euro and 500 euro changed lives because probably you can pay, depending where you're living in the world, a small rent. Can pay some food. It will not be enough. Depend where you're living, but it will not be enough. But between 3 million and 5 million. So no, I don't believe it's the money that ruined them. It's just maybe a bad scouting of Juve. Best player in Serie A. Best player in Serie A. Non-Juve. Juve or non-Juve? If Juve, I go with, and that's the problem. You have to put the word healthy in front. Healthy Di Maria, guys, is making a difference. Healthy Pogba are making the difference. And for me, these two healthy, they have no competition in Serie A. According to me, yeah. According to me. If and Forza Inter here is saying, hey guys, your guys' version of Ranocchia, a good squad player who doesn't complain. Who are you speaking about? Rogani. Wait, I missed a message probably. We will take Rugani on a fee if you don't want him. You see? But the problem is the salary, yeah? The salary. So the two players are Di Maria and Pogba. I believe they are much better than a lot. If you are saying non-Juve, well, Brozovic is strong. Really strong. I don't rate Lukaku that well. Lukaku is a player that can do the difference in a team that is for him like Inter, and he will do great. but I don't see him as the best of Serie A. I prefer a player like Brozovic if we are speaking about Inter. If we are speaking about Lazio, Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, maybe we can go through the big teams, their best players. Skriniar is making a difference. It's true. AJ. At Roma, Pellegrini is probably at his moment of his career. Now, to say he's the best of Serie A, no. Probably the best of Roma, yes. Lazio, Sergej is a really great player. Leao, I don't know if I agree with Alessio today. Is he the strongest one of Milan? Is he really the strongest one of Milan? And then I will read also the comment of Sisman that is provoking me a bit. Is Leao the best player of Milan, and is he the best player of Serie A? Last year he won the trophy because objectively he did an amazing season. You see that, first of all, he has to keep his feet on the ground, because since he's starting to, and I was MVP, and Chelsea, they want to spend 150 million. Attenzione, because today I was speaking with a guru of Mercato that is not a Juve fan. It's not the usual ones that we know. It's not Monblano, Agresti, Di Natale, Schira. I was with Schira, by the way, today. But it was another guru that is taking care of other teams. And he told me Leao, there are strong possibilities that he will leave Milan. If not now, in this last day, attenzione, he could leave already in January. Milan, on the papers, Corriere, Gazzetta, Tuttosport, they can say whatever they want. We don't want to sell. Leao non si tocca. This morning, I believe it was on Gazzetta dello Sport. Leao non si tocca. Attenzione a non si tocca, because I was speaking with some people that are really into Mercato, and they were saying attenzione. Kalulu, I like Kalulu. From Milan, I like Kalulu. Karim Selim is in Kalulu. I really like Kalulu. Tonali, I like Mignon. Uncle Sharma, you see, Uncle Sharma, even if he made one mistake in his life, Uncle Sharma, he was choosing the bad team. I don't know why he became an Inter fan. These are, yesterday we said it, there are some mysteries in life. The chicken or the egg, the Big Bang Theory. These are mysteries of life. And then people choosing Inter. We don't understand. But anyway, he has some good football takes, and that's why I appreciate Uncle Sharma. Mignon. Important. Mignon. That the Milan fans, they can't pronounce his name. They still don't understand it. But Theo Hernandez, great as well. We forgot about Theo Hernandez. It's correct. Theo Hernandez, great as well. But Leao, first of all, he has to keep the feet on the ground, and he needs to work on his finishing. Other than that, fantastic player. I really like him. Inter, Kalulu. I love Kalulu. And I said it, not now. I'm not surfing on the wave. Ask to this guy. I told him immediately, since the first game, I said, no, we are speaking about Milan now. I don't even know the names. Kalulu. I said Kalulu, great player. Immediately. Mo! Who's there? Mo is there. I like. Mo is there. Ciao, Mo. Mo, what are they saying the papers? I was reading, it's actually what we already said. Attention, there is one news that we didn't read. And that's this one, guys. Juventus would like to secure Paredes between tomorrow and Friday. Long time ago, huh?
Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy. La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. Mercato is crazy tonight. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Sweating, guys. Maximum of emotes. Put the Keen one, put the Bremer one, put the whatever you want, and especially the El Tactico one.
La 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 la. Mercato is crazy tonight.
Hey, rain of emotes in the chat for the people that are still there, because if you're not able to do some likes, at least we do some emotes for the people that are members. They're saying between tomorrow and Friday in the next hour, new contacts to close the deal. The player is eager to sign. The formula, loan with option to buy. The only thing missing to know is if it can become an obligation or not. This is the only details that we have to pay attention to. Grande Kirill, and the people I see that now they are putting all the emotes of Mo El Shahalia, of Cherubini, speaking about Mercato, the one of J Tariq, Massimo Lesti with Cherubini, and my own emote. I see, the emote of Moiskin is quite appreciated, huh? That new one of Moiskin is quite appreciated. I love that. Hey, I had a really great, we don't like the player, but we like the emote. Beppe, are you ready to buy the Milik shirt? No. Thank you for the donation, Sisman. By the way, Di Maria is coming to say thank you. But no, I'm not ready. I will not buy a Milik shirt. If we are going back to here, attenzione, not to the Champions League, but here, I have chosen already some numbers for the players. So I have chosen the number 4 for Paredes. And then for Milik, I don't remember what number I gave him. I didn't give him a number. I don't... Beppe, I'm buying you a Milik shirt, the home jersey. You know the curse I have with home jerseys. And Milik with the home shirt. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Steve. I'm curious about the number of Milik, by the way. I'm really curious. Julian is telling me, Beppe, imagine if Milik is scoring 20 goals this season. It would be really strange, because if he's scoring 20 goals, that means that Dusan will score a bit less. That would mean probably that Dusan will have a long injury. So hopefully not. But I would be happy with 10 goals, 12 goals of Milik in addition to the 30 season goals of Vlahovic. 30 season goals of Vlahovic, 22 in Serie A, 8 in Champions League. In Coppa Italia, he's resting, and we have Milik. Steve, attenzione, because you're speaking a lot, huh? You're speaking a lot, but today we will mark history. We will mark history because I saw your message, and I will pin it. I will pin it. As soon as it's pop up in my other screen, I will pin it. Because you just said if Milik scores more than 10 goals, I will buy his jersey. The number 99. Guys, this is a disgusting number. No. I don't like these numbers. Coppa Italia doesn't count. Here we see the small players. And of course it counts. Okay, give me a new target then. Total season of Milik. No. I believe he will reach 10 in all competition. Steve, you see, he starts to think about Milik, a possibility of scoring a lot of goals. Okay, 12. 12 in all competition. That's already a lot, huh? 12, it's a big one. 12, and he's doing a deal. Milik 15 goals, Dusan 37. That guy, Vlad, I would love to, but I don't believe it will happen. I don't believe, to be honest, now I'm joking, I don't believe that Milik will reach 12 goals. You know why? Because if Pogba is coming back, if they... on the other hand... No, I don't believe. I defended it. No, I don't defend Milik. I went into the direction of understanding why Juventus took him on loan for 1 million. 1 million. The last player we bought for 1 million, I don't know. Even in Juventus Women, we are playing our players more than that. 1 million. Steve is right on that one. Huh? With our luck, Beppe, someone gets injured and he starts. Zaccaria swap with Zaniolo. I think it's over for this season for Zaniolo. 3 max. Well, for for 1 million, it's not bad, huh? It's 333,000 euro per goal. I have assisted to, or I witnessed the worst things, huh? 333,000 euro per goal. Not bad, huh? Guys, now we are going to do crazy things. Tomorrow, Milik, that is ready to go on the bench. Ricky saying now, J. Medical just announced a new bed coming in the new days. Mamma mia, Paredes. It's also true, huh? I'm a bit worried, huh? About the injuries. Salary is also not big, huh? But I believe, guys, tomorrow we announce Milik. We will see him in Torino. Marseille is really close to Torino. He's taking the plane. 30 minutes he's there, so it's not even a long trip. Marseille, Torino, yeah, 1 hour. No, not even. 45 minutes. And then we close, and then we take the one that is in Paris. Paredes. Guys, I will not lie, 2 players that, if I have to go back in time, were not my favorite ones. I see your messages, guys. Today you're funny, huh? Are you following the plane, Beppe? I don't know. Here we fly. Look, Alessio is saying, Beppe, here we fly with Milik tomorrow. Beppe, you following the plane. Do you think there will be a fan to greet him at the airport? Here we cry tomorrow. Peter, Pepe, Gnabry was a below average player and did amazing things at Bayern. Yeah, miracles can happen, huh? Miracles, of course. Bobby, ciao Bobby. Milik will score goals, just has to stay fit. And I believe he will if he is on the bench. I understand where you're going to. Not bad. No, they go with private. We can go by foot. You can start walking now. Huh? He refly tomorrow. I don't know, guys. The problem is, if I don't do a he refly, if I don't do a he refly for Milik, it's not correct, huh? It's not correct. Ciao, Zaki. It's not correct. It's not fair. I did for Bremer. I did for Pogba. I did for Di Maria. I did for Kostic. I can't not do a here reply for Milik. No, I have to do it. Do one for Mancini. By the way, young player Mancini that arrived, but he went really walking. So I will do one for Milik and we will do one for Paredes as well. Even if tomorrow, attenzione, what do I have on agenda tomorrow? No, it depends. Because I will be live. Depends what time. If I'm live on the Juve Twitch channel, I can't do it. Otherwise, we do it. Of course. I will prepare already the thumbnail. Here we fly with Milik. Arkadiusz. What a beautiful name. I always said, guys, Arkadiusz is one of my favorite players. I remember when he was at Napoli, when he went to Napoli to replace Higuain, I said, we should have gone for Arkadiusz Milik. Why did we pay so many money for Higuain? Arkadiusz Milik, fenomeno from Poland. Polish fenomeno. The hair of Lewandowski. He's great with the header. He's fast. His skills are amazing. He can also do bicycle skills. He's big. He's blonde. Blue eyes. I always loved... who is Lewandowski? Tarek is saying, who? Lewandowski, who? It's true. Always loved that player. It's a player I always loved. And I didn't say it because I was a bit shy. I was jealous of Marseille and Napoli. That's the truth. You know. Finally, we have Milik. Let me see a picture of Milik. I want to see a picture of Milik in a Juve shirt before stopping the live. I need to see Milik in a Juve shirt. Not even in a Juve shirt. Even better. Without clothes. Mazza, look at that. He's celebrating. I don't know what, but he's celebrating. Look at that. He's in the Juve stadium. No. Prefer take that picture away. Take that picture away. So where do we have a picture of Milik? Milik with a... I will not sleep if I don't see Milik in a... finally, my dream comes true. Milik. No, this is not Milik, guys. This is not Milik. This is not Milik. This neither. Where's Milik? Guys, we need some Milik pictures. Photo. Hey. Milik in a Juve. Attenzione. Black and white. He found it. Our friend. Grande Dino. Look at that. I always said, fantastic player. Fantastic player, Milik. We have to say
thank you
to our friend Cherubini, Grande Cherubini. No, I always said I didn't want to tell you because I was scared if it flopped, if we were not able, if we went, are you crazy? We went for Depay, finished player, that guy. I never believed in Depay. Who is Depay? He flopped at Manchester United, Barcelona. They even took his number away. He's thinking about doing music, rap and the clothes and fashion. We don't like that. He has a lion. You know what it means for the people that were there yesterday? The people that has a lion in the back. It means that they are scared. They are not confident enough. That's the pie. We don't need... He's not confident enough to accept 5 million. He wanted more. Because he's not confident that he will be able to suffice with 5 million salary. He wanted 8. We never liked the pie. Here on the channel, I didn't say it because I didn't want to give you false hope. This 1 million. Cherubini arriva bene. Masterpiece. Who else in Europe, tell me, who else in Europe were able to take that striker? A kind of striker like that for 1 million. Nobody. Okay, now we stop joking. I will sleep. Where is that Milik emote? Hey guys, you know, we will do a milk emote. I love your enthusiasm, Beppe, but I don't have the same optimism right now. I will always love my team, but I'm feeling a bit sad right now. Guys, I tried. Who knows? Milik will become vice president one day. You never know, huh? No Juve shirt today. No, because it's a Mercato Bomba today. Today's Mercato Bomba. By the way, look at the shirt. Guys, seriously. It's great, huh? Hey, it's really great. It's really, really great. I love that. The Milkman. The Milkman. No, I love the shirt. It's really great. Fantastic one. Fantastic one. Bremer, Taslim, I think Bremer will block Milik to enter Juve. Philip Rosado, I'm back from dinner. What happened? I can't recap 2 hours and 10 of live. It was a really nice live. Yesterday was a live where we talked and we went into serious talks and we deep dived and so on. Attenzione, attenzione. He's worth at least 1.2 in my book. But speaking about books, let's speak about the career, and that's how we will finish with the people that are always here, the ultras that remain from the beginning until the end. Wait, let me check if we can do the book for the future of Milik at Juventus. We have only 210 likes. I don't like that, so I will ask a favor. Can you put a maximum of like, and then we do the pages from Milik. From page number 5 until 149. Going back to Juve, I don't believe that's a really great plan. Ciao Rami Bules that is there as well. Grande Rami Bules that will probably attend a watch party. 218. 225 guys. At least 225 likes. For Milik, do it for Milik, do it for Milik, and then we have the book. $221, 223, we missed 2 likes. The Book of Truth. We missed 2 likes. Yeah, we have them. Suspense was not that long, huh? So, I see already a lot of people saying page 99. Thomas, Philip, Stavros, Alexander, Styler Z, a lot of members with the number 99 because they believe that he will go with number 99. It's a really beautiful one. It's a really beautiful one. It's a really beautiful one. It's a really, really beautiful one. Really beautiful one. Because we know that Milik, he was both as the successor of Higuain at Napoli. 36 goals. 36 goals in Serie A. Equalizing the record of most goal scores in one season from the past. Big responsibility on his shoulder. He started really well, and then crack. Injury. Zaniolo, Del Piero, Roberto Baggio, Paul Pogba, Di Maria, Bonucci, Chiellini, Paolo Dybala. Injuries, they are part of the games, but not everyone is reacting the same to injuries. Some players, they get up and they become stronger. Some others, they have difficulties and they get lost. On top of that, Milik, he had another one and he missed Euro with his team Poland. He couldn't join Szczesny. But he's back. He's back. And after missing Juventus for so many times, he has a new opportunity. Not as a starter, but as a bench player. And the book, page 99, that you can see here. Page 99. Page 99. He's saying, the one who falls and get up is much stronger than the one who never fell. The message for Milik. The one who falls and gets up is much stronger than the one who never fell. Why buying a player that is healthy if we can have one that didn't fall one time, but 2 times, and big times? Can you imagine the power of Milik? Can you imagine how strong Milik is? Forza Milik, because he has the chance of his life. Playing at Juventus. He knows how much he suffered. He knows how many sacrifices he did. Working hard, alone, missing and watching Poland getting eliminated in that Euro 2020 that saw Chiesa, for example, winning. And now he's at Juve. Milik, you know how to fall. Now you have to be stronger. That was the message of the book. Ciao to Aman. Wait, read the book text above. He's wearing 78. Wait. What do you want? Ah, here. No, it's written falls 7 times and stand up 8. Because he's a winner. He's a fighter. He will always stand up. Thank you to Aman. Thank you to Shervin, Stavros, Gravush, Miklos, Henrik. We have Aldo Bonasso, Sylvain Lefebvre, Steve Slick, that today was in top form, Taz Lima as well, Jamie Drummer, that was there as well since the beginning of the live, Grande Jamie, Danis Karovic, and then he falls again. Don't kill the vibe. Ciao Niven, ciao Philip Rosada, Punsara 2007. Taha, even here, Colo is still there. Behind the shadow, is working to make sure that the video of Milik will be a great one. 99 is a disgusting number. Oh. Not for you. Not for you. Not for you. No. 99 is a great number. Colo 99. We're speaking about the shirt number of Milik. No, I don't like 99. Of course, tomorrow, if you will choose 99, it will be great. But that's tomorrow. Today, we don't like. Only Colo can wear the 99. Only Colo. Mo Del Piero, like a goal of Higuain at the 93rd minute is going with the donation that we will read. He's saying Milik is a sub, so no problem. More important is that we get Paredes and reading it, the message of our friend Mo Del Piero. That's what we spoke about in the 2 hours and 17 minutes today. We agreed that Paredes is crucial and vital. And we have a good news so that you are also happy going to bed today or enjoying your day, depending where you are living in the world, Mo. But Paredes will join Juventus on loan with obligation or with an option to buy. Paredes, Colo will make a video of Paredes. Buonanotte to F9 Marcello, my great friend. And to all the people, to Awesome BLA, Eric Munoz, Danis, and to everyone, grazie Forza Juve. Ciao ragazzi, thank you for the donation, Mo. Ciao.